the match and so sa game manwa obo 1 goal SI assist Edema Borussia Dortmund iteno defense so etimo kotoja na mamen fan to gane ye betima konya games ne be e we UEFA Champions League playoff games no na Senator Karabakh and so Newcastle United eno 5:45 and sa game na baso ye benya Bodo Glimt amobo Inter Milan 8 p.m. na sa game mamen fan to ja sa Daniel Siebert no every German on refa or Kwakodi sa game no Samson na ebe Kwakonya Club Brugge eti Club Brugge game mo against ATM Atletico de Madrid and mo kwa wentena ukopiem enso ewo Jam Stadium eno ewo chese Belgium mamen fantuja se tuma ye from Club Brugge tenafie na mo Atletico Madrid akobo na refa fan Glennebeck ono every Sweden ono ena Kwakodi sa game no na mamen fantuja Olympiacos Bolivar Kusin na Olympiacos game no mamen fantuja 8 p.m. ana no so betumi akwa akotoja enti refa ya fane ya Pedro Ponhiro ono every Portugal ono ana kwa kodisa game no sanso ana ukopem na ye betumi anya league games ne be ana Premier League game o ye benya Serie A na ye nya Spanish La Liga na Senator na bo 8 p.m. mamen fantuja wo Premier League Arsenal bo Wolves sa game no baso enso Millennium Stadium na chese Wolves trafie omene Arsenal na bo refa ya fane Portier ni internet Arsenal fans no 8 p.m. Omujina kono pa masa omani abre bruta itino 8 p.m. no game na baso refa fan Portier and akodi game no ukopiem si mamen fantu da se komo kwa we entene wo Giuseppe Meazza como any AC Milan ebetima kwakobo na mamen fantuja se refa ifan Maurizio Marini ono ana kwakodi game no entene Giuseppe Meazza AC Milan ana fe como game no eno so 7:45 ana sa game na baso was Spanish La Liga and one game baso Levante ebetima fe 7 p.m. no man Villarreal team no enso tima kwakobo ntu kopiem ewo Ciudad de Valencia ewo game hona game no so baso Levante ana fe so no Villarreal game no 7:45 ana sa game no baso dendende ewo Spanish La Liga ntwe games eno etima konya wo UEFA Champions League ana league games eno betima koso wonsam no ana yadimi ade atuja na yenkopiem enso game baso Benfica ana fe so Madrid game no masa ensempina koso na enra referee suspended game no for 10 minutes ninyina no say racist chant etima koso stadium na chesa kwada ye fene Vinicius Junior wokodemia ye panra na chesa tino akwa den etino at a point in time na was say referee ye fene Francis Letizia etime bana ben say masa game na twentwan so ninyina no say akwada ye fene Vinicius Junior ko she go na ye classic goal pa na masa oko celebrate we na Benfica for na dwa na chese omudi akwada na tem ene ade na Benfica for say omudi anya celebration ade o mama me sa video na almost after celebration no Vinicius koso ni jesim ehuri kosoro ase odi omo ema referee crack catch Vinicius say masa de o ye no be mabufu aba ema de yellow card Edema Vinicius Junior ninya no say sa de no koso wa celebrate awia ana motion Facebook ono na tese referee card yellow card ma Vinicius say o de abufu beba obama tension aba game nim enti masa de o ye ni jai what I say enti mo share Facebook mehu ana oye ku asoso na beti ana fati no kotre guy emma bibia time kodai na after that no mama me share video no na Benfica for ebe pass ball no ana Vinicius ekoye sai bi say okoye kire Morino ana so okoye kire hwan enya de time beto dwa okoye sai bi ma player Benfica player no bufui say atena wo hye gradue ye be pass ana okatana no ana okana adwen say de no kan yo say de na Vinicius ti yo masa no kɔbɔ referee ama na referee si dabi yen suspending game no ekofa tension by Emma supporters no so ekoko som entabante fen Gianluca Cristiani masa ono ne kokata na no koka asem che Vinicius Emma asem no koye deja no what has there asem potia okoka ne besi ne this on one betima gym eno de foba eti Gianluca Cristiani masa ne nsema okoka no eno ko trigger de no Emma manfo ko som kila no Mbappe mu nyina adagule mo eko kacha kwadansa masa wo afina wo siso nya abotre what has here na yanko Jose Mourinho Kasai after the game no Mourinho so echechim say eno si hu situation no ye hu say on Vinicius kasa asembe na o de yente Mourinho after the game on Vinicius incident and also etime ba so no na amanfo kekabini ade henu munyina domano atum can sit off from domano atum any ade masa eno Vinicius ekokodi emiapa o de yente.
Here we go.
Monsieur Mourinho, c'est un bon match.
Mr. Mourinho, it was a good game. Tactically, at least I thought you played a good game.
Même d'avoir un score un peu différent.
In fact, you even deserved a different score. It was a good game. But it finished when Vinicius scored an incredible goal. It finished there.
No, c'est fini pour tout.
It was finished there for you? You said no, it was finished there for everybody.
Le spectacle, c'est fini.
The match was over, the spectacle was over.
C'est fini football.
The football was over.
Ce qui s'est passé après.
He said, you mean because of what happened afterwards?
Parce que c'est passé.
He said, yeah, because it happened, it was over.
Que ce soit passé comme ça.
He says, how do you explain that it went that way, it happened that way? But it's easy.
Quand tu es un joueur incroyable,
when you have an incredible player who scores an extraordinary goal,
il faut aller
you have to go
célébration avec
and celebrate
tes joueurs
with your teammates
et respecter un stade
and respect the stadium
ici pour supporter son
which is here to support their team. It's that. It's just that.
Le monde il est un peu comme le football des fois.
The world of football is a little crazy. Apparently, according to this journalist, he said we saw the AFCON final.
Okay, enti Mourinho so akire mo say Vinicius go no masa game na efe na since Vinicius go share go no o so na game na si ne fe ni nyina say e ma de ne ko bibia o si go a Vinicius go share na efe an musa ne say de ma ko so ne ade no ka say no say masa Oba Stadium be say supporters no at that form was incredible goal ko na oni teammate no ko celebrate yenye celebration a ebema opponent no ebuafu ni yanso osawa way enti celebration mo ayedan a ediabufo beba enti Mourinho say na was Vinicius and ni teammate no enso ko celebrate eno yensema Jose Mourinho so e de kokotudwa na tere ni say oni Mourinho nya dwen no no asana asem no be kabino opese ote asem potia Gianluca Cristiani ekoko kan e de che Vinicius one amono tiane Henry asem no on kan bi wo de yenti Henry after Mourinho comment no. Okay, yɛhwɛ yɛtimi abɔ saa voice no ama obia hu kwan a Henry so ɛka na adwen ɛde kyerɛ Jose Mourinho sɛ so ɔne ne yɛ adwa na so ɔne ne yɛ adwen Henry ɛno ane bufu yɛ paa ɛnso ɔkyɛ sɛ adwuma no ɛwɔtumi sɛ masa ade wei yɛde diw paa ɛyɛ yɛ paa so no wafa bi mu da na kwan a situation no ɔnam mu no masa ɛyɛ sa no wayɛ loan asɛ owiase aba na wie yɛ ne ade nti ɔno deɛ sɛ ɔbɛte nsɛm ankasa ekɔso no ɔno tie na ɔnya na adwen sɛ saa nsɛnsɛ wobɛtumi aka bi ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm apranti a yɛfɛ no tie Henry nso ɛde to dwa bɛpɛ no voice no nso aboa ma obi ahu deɛ tie Henry nso ɛde ɛkɔkɔ to dwa no a after sɛ Mourinho nso ɛka ne deɛ wie no Henry nso ɛbɛka ne deɛ a yɛde wo nsɛm nyinaa nso ɛbɛtumi ɛde ato dwa na wokɔ Clarence or say amanfo eka ana de bia Vinicius who call a liga or kokoye bi Vinicius Vinicius and I say Anna Vinicius na say instead of say masa a man for nyai sans and summer or more can say the Bia Vinicius or say masa sat in a nim o kasa or no on said I know on your what I say or see football baby I say you show respect edema ye nyonko enye se nipa be ye entino o kwa kasa tiana na say enti ono de sa de no de one enkrofo ka say Vinicius de bia ye ono no o se ono mo nya adwen eno eyensema crown seed of edutudwa o se mna du say UEFA enso ne mpanifo tenase na mo de measures egu akwam se na be ya bibia no betimi enso atimi akoye enso ho na che se o kokosi akan a o ye black a o be fa
Is that how you interpret it?
I don't care. I wanted to know what his player said, and that's what he did say. He did deviate the subject for us to talk about something else. He's very good at that. So I refuse to discuss that. I want to know what's also... And the guy there, French guy that works on French TV, never asked him the question. That's the only question that everyone...
Did he say it? Right.
Everyone here wanted to know. After celebrating, I don't even want to discuss it because we can go places and I will stop here. But I want to know what Presiani said. Presiani, what did you say? This is all we want to know. So Mourinho as a coach did deflect the discussion. Look at what, as soon as we came back, we started to talk about what? The celebration and what, who cares? I want to know what Presiani said. That's when the game stopped.
Yes.
The game didn't stop because of the celebration. The game stopped because of what Presiani apparently said. Because we're gonna stay in that. But what he did what coaches do at the end of games. They make sure that we don't talk about what we're supposed to talk about. The only time the game stopped and the spectacle stopped is because of what apparently Presiani said. So I don't want to discuss any celebration.
Yeah, and it also reinforces an unfair narrative whereby Vinny then becomes blamed.
Okay, and I am some telling editor John there. So be who John Christian in sama or carry check Vinicius na dia or be comment na omudin komana no say or kase bi na on tan kasa Henry say kila no bapa text no asama John Christian e ka kire Vinicius Junior and then some speculation ekoso into no obabe can be based on speculation in summer. I'm killing on Mbappe. I texted at the man or say normally the private life near my or phone so can name here or can now for the first time or a Madrid fan. What the Henry on sa commenting.
I want to see the big guys that always talk and do stuff and whatnot and take pictures and whatnot. Listen, I'm gonna say something that's pretty strong here. Like I don't like Real Madrid. But I'm mad that it start tonight. There's nothing, you don't want to see that. I don't care what shirt of Vinicius Jr. is wearing. I don't want to see that, and I heard some people saying it's always happening with him. Who cares? It's the issue here. Why are you trying to move the subject or the situation? Let's go back to the point. What has been said? It's been said that Vinicius Jr. is a monkey. What are we talking about once again? What shall we do? And on top of that, he can't celebrate? Where are we here? What are we talking about? No, it is not a generalization on what Benfica is as a club. The thing that no one is talking about it. We all have massive respect for Benfica, but that individual needs to answer to what Kylian has said. He cannot just come out and say, I didn't say anything. Well, why did you cover your mouth then? But now we can talk about something. I don't like to speculate. I believe Kylian. He left me a message, by the way. I can't wait to hear it. I don't usually talk about what I do on my phone and stuff. You guys know that. But this is important. I called him. I wanted to know what the guy said. But at the same time, we had the video. Enough is enough. It's a beautiful game, but sometimes the rules that we have in our game is far from where the game is in the eyes of people.
Okay, and we and some Terry Henry at the court to general after the game just on the both free power massa Quanya Benfica supporters at the Venetians Coco PM and Massa Aquadano Muhrunie pa Sesiano condemn and obey condemn Domoyani Temasa na and so any crap na and round sono and game crossno na a cram on my pon a branch of Venezuela Junior and a branch of Nicolas Otamendi Massa Amonso and Comotri Kasabi Konswa na I did not say at a point in time Nicolas Otamendi a pejana tade Minyan Venezuela catch and say Massa oh boy time to say when him Emma Massa also Coseno Emma Nicolas Otamendi a pejana said na o pejana jesino na a Copa America you know waje ana for World Cup ana de Venezuela Zamaza you know na G12 from Brazil wati na wate enti and also your argument call so and so on game no masa Benfica for that former ya proba still na entokwano eguso cross between Nicolas Otamendi and for Vinicius Junior and no e for ba ye den sem no e de match for na ye be free Benfica and Madrid game no na ye ko Borussia Dortmund my brand here ye friend say Gorasi and so timebo 2 goals e de ma Borussia say goal and Osaya assist e de ma Borussia Dortmund bobo no na brand so ekasa after the game no osinani aje say watime ashe goal na wasaya assist e de ma Borussia Dortmund team no na okamo biate o sometimes ubeye ya masa if you ultimate no into no so oboma baso enso menom ayensema se Gorasi e de ekokotu dwanra after the game no na yemfi ho na se se okopema Vinicius Junior en kakra ono so ebe ya record of Brazil na oko Brazil players about Champions League Neymar and the kind 43 goals and a Neymar ashe UEFA Champions League name since Vinicius and so timabe ram 31 goals and a Vinicius Junior ashe Edjamal say Madrid bobo kononti ye kan Brazilians about Champions League Vinicius 31 goals Neymar and the LED 43 goals and one of Vinicius ni gono edene be ram 31 ono abetosu mienu to ogusua ono so Chelsea for sa record no na yenkopiem e Paris Saint-Germain no Ousmane Dembele ye ball 26 minutes and 26 minutes Ana Dembele koprai enso game ni ma coach your friend Luis Enrique ekoi Ousmane Dembele edini kofim edi abranche friend Desiree Doué edi be PM na Dembele injury no reporter min saka chema ensheda nye serious biasa nchene Ana Dembele ebetimi akwa chat test na wahumra dodo no nso no ebetimi akwa tenafie na bibia tima kwenchano your ball 26 minutes per Ana Dembele so ekokonya injua no nso no etimi every game no na yankola liga kakra na okopema la liga referees bi enso etimi akwa konya ban referee kodi Madrid game against Real Sociedad masa mpani4 via for no mpani4 suspend omo masa weekend enya dia o metimi anya matches akwa kodi ninya no so mo say via room no oma mwa referee ono ekogina pitch no so e wonka bi ana errors e ba sa game ni nti sa game e ba so Madrid ana fe tima ya from Real Sociedad no via for no La Liga company fa suspend o manya omonko sanso na akopie match e ba so pasa ana fe Girona game no ma me fantuda say referee no so via for no referee no omo so munyina ya suspend o mo ho nyina say omo si via for no ntima moa ama referee fe no Soto Grado wentimi andi game ni ye Juskunde omo kotia na so boss bi o ha na wa say via for no etime ba referee no mantimi into almost ya suspend on my weekend enya dometimi enya La Liga games enso akwa na mama Dani Alves say o two Hans Flick for na according to Dani Alves no o say aye na o catch coach your finance flick is masa ono basa no wa bobida na nsem kra no o sabe body ma basa na o ka dia man se flick and se flick in 3 year pa o se high line masa enye game bia ana ye bo high line masa also team no hwe basa game a utim se onsuru kujam opponent no create chances se enye keeper na be pie aba be hi ball se enye keeper and a magic save bia de bia basa team no e concede also hwe basa opponent ni ball true pair also defenders no the ball ji de bia ball to tomaji e just sad ne de or two hands fake fo and sada say na system no on sesa ne kakra enye de bia na wase otimi ekoball highlight na Bukayo Saka and so extending the contract e de ma Arsenal and 2031 and a branch FN Bukayo Saka and so it might extend the contract Jesiano na the contract be 2027 was signed 3 years at the account to and no air quote 2031 and a Bukayo Saka as sign new contract or no air be the highest paid player our answer Bobo no the free answer team and so to be told San Franco Media Institute Esebra neighbor shot dia me de bia meka se opese oyense ntwoni nkwa dia eho na wase ukona ukosua dia opese usua video editing eho ena wase ukọ me so journalism no ye chew sports na ya sa chew news be about news no ye be chew ana sports here for na opese commentary and now production and now hosting analysis commentary and answer presentation ningina San Franco Media Institute ebetima boaw na omonso etimi amwa hu ningina sanso na ba video editing na ye be kira kama na wonso no bibia etimi akoye ede ama San Franco Media Institute ya obantima bebia national health insurance office wono no opposite oda hwesoro on say come okwa osuwaba bibia ye be kiro sanso na bibia ba social media so no ye betimi akiro from 0244 705112 0244 705112 na San Franco Media Institute enyo sumidi si na before some kono mamemfa birthday we enwram na chese junior ene eyo mawda ntafo we ene eyo mawda Joe and Joel ohene badua Joe and Joel ohene badua ene eye mawda happy birthday we efu papa kedua anafo mame sister efia omose yemfa kasafidie so na yenwese mo happy birthday ene and I'm afraid enya 5 years omuko school ewo New World International School omugina KG1 nti omugu so omo epem konti happy birthday enko emfamamo.
All right, so get us na Jevi Praise computers and so and I can for them say would you any trim and so Jevi Praise and now wakwa kope computer ni bin so to say up desktop and as a laptop now to there ninya ebi wo Jevi Praise computers and so aswe Bantama High Street no nti ene no ene cry Wednesday nti opening kese no aba na yetumi edni komosana ni Sky FM so nya 20 years no there say ya line up so many programs but the first of it all no fitness walk nyameboa on the 6th of March ye nanti kumasi monte swatnet yapum nti ye to sada phobia say munyam meka wo say ye individual wo ye association bi na mu ye group anase bia sorry schools hospitals ne biam bese staff mu ne ekwa wo betimi so bedi echi ana fe companies munya ye to sada from say momra ni nanti kumasi monte so fan clubs ni keep fit clubs nyina no ye to sada phobia say momra ni nanti kumasi monte so na fe yentin yapum na de wom ni se adwumadie se open chemu bi na be so be join ya wo betimi ni mpanifo din komo 0243 88 3210 0243 88 3210 and also be so as in so 0557 33 7981 0557 33 7981 na on sweat me about so yasne na enye no ko sa ne Roger Saruman so aso yasne dwumadi nyame born the 6th of March work ayi ko mo so eso muntimi hwe ma ye nkone sa ko so mo so etimi so asinti nei se opadwane padidi a na ye be count roses e dia maw Roses Aroma de okọ ma opa jollof rice and as a salted jollof abenya bi fried rice, jollof with chicken, jollof with beef, ni nya bekwa akonya bi ato spaghetti nso bekwa akonya bi enso ewo roses aroma ope bankuni tilapia with red kuni tilapia with green and black pepper nso a obekwa akonya bi ewo roses aroma your chicken stir fry with jollof and now fried rice sani o beef stir fried with jollof and so fried rice ninya roses aroma se brana yema odwane pani adwane a enkofa ya die bia mrew ana roses nso serve wona soye na yesan serve breakfast me so breakfast bia beto roses aroma bia no eno nso yema milk and it free it comes with every breakfast bia beto bia comes with milk into meso se bra roses na enso bedidi pa di adwane pa wo honom yewo airport on about when chedi chamsu na ona abon so roses aroma ewo na obanso ayesan wo salad ewo ho nti almost adwane bia kama yesa se nkwan adwane yen hyeda nya bi but continental dishes dodo no ade e bi roses aroma na your number ni 0542 836899 me so pe pizza nso na dia for roses 0542 836899 na oni roses aroma nso edi nkomo sana zab mineral water nso dwama nso a eno ni nso a afa mfidiem ama mpanifo nso age atum happy fountain limited for and the zap mineral water enso adi aba ye kan fodam obia se nso a unum bia enkofa ya de bia no nso bu anu ma oyam kra timi hwi ba zap mineral water no enei event bia no eno ane de serve wase uko schools a eno anu bia enum uko hospitals eno anu bia enum eno ura amanfo companies ura amanfo nyuma mo offices zap no bia enum ofu plane ya zap na emo anum enti num super nsupa na no ane zap mineral water a chese happy fountain for the abano ane e kan for the mobia se no abino so bia efiefie mu nya no eno ane nso bia no uko wedding uko party uko yie uko outdooring and say ya mouth zap am so nso be be bia reject sensu no na ka cho mo se open zap mineral water ni bi nam se no ani nso a betimi aboa enti me so zap ni bi ana betimi anu na bibia nso aye kama opedodo to akọ Tafo New Road Adus obekwa akonye biato na afa ANS eno nso ewa Toso High School junction obekwa akonye biato Evlos mother location nso okronom okwa so pezap mineral water ni bi ye beton bia ma na se opedodo nso to no asa fra 0534 291828 0534 29 1828 enti sa locations am di kan tu nya dodo bi apebia no ombeton enso ediamao Alezwa and partners enso ene no na ekowoki omaso yesne eba ensaden ene nsa ebro nso a nyinya no Alezwa edi biaba ensaden ni dokodoko nyina no Alezwa and partners nso ana bekwa konye bi makacho se ene se ubio shop na shop no beton san omudia mesoko hu Alezwa ne kwaje nsa ne bi fagu shop num na so no ensa bio bi ensa bia Alezwa oni bia na ensa no enya ma wiase enti kwa Alezwa ho ne kwaje sansa ne nyina bi ne fakogu shop num na mesa se wutie ma no pai ebia obeye wedding obeye party obeye yie obeye naming ceremony na se wutie ma no pai a wo de fra Alezwa na kaje nsa Alezwa dwumadie se na me ba bedia na se kone ho kan se dwumadie se na me ba bedie na me pensa Alezwa no abecho se nsa we betima boawo ama dwumadie no so atimi awie peye enti me se ko hu re wo kwa nim sa te se endi ko hu Alezwa and partners na omo nso ensa bia opebia no omo atimi nya bia ma Alezwa and partners KO omo ben KO Methodist na so say omo sa ben KO Lancer Chemist na so Lancer Pharmacy ma men kan sa ene KO Methodist ehwa na omo wo enti fa Alezwa na ono unya du Lancer ho na so du KO Methodist ade frɛ no na ono nso on direction pa na afebra na kwaje ensa bia pebia baby ono nso de ehwo no nya yira kwanye on setokrum no aga se bia akwa yira da bi baby onam ne kan nam nanim se ya endi kona Alezwa nso ekoto nsa bia pebia bi the number is 0208 951375 0208 95 1375 na oni Alezwa and partners nso etumi edinkumo it was natural juice enso me kanfo the amount say it was natural juice no na say no wutumi enya bebe boa natural the ice king ka ba mo sa de so bolu so aba as ne wutumi enya bia natural sem di ka kan no wonya bia beboa pa anti say o pebi de gu supermarket na say bia obu okọ pebi kwa de sinti so akwa akoton ya wash town baby ye won so enya yira kwan it was natural juice enti me so ice king ni bia ton wo de gu shop na to supermarket foi mo am peso bolu so na maton mo atu akwa akoton so de kwa program bia ni nyina no oba it was enso I crowd so betimi a supply obi na assembly kakai was town your number nso ni 0542 953705 0542 95 3705 0273 130000 0273 130000 na uni iwas empelefon so etimedi nkominto madama ana yede eye ensem no nso yede ebrona ebrake wa ase a de be ranse no mama memfa ncha so nkoma alezwa nso okay alezwa okay but mama mensa mfa ncha so nkonso ema abranche ba ko boy ma nso kiwu mama ncha ono nso na bibia ekosonti ntisanetie na brake wa ase brake
koba
bibia e fine there
Kristo adom ho ye na nso
Eradi adum bibia dana akwa na main kind be to be na
almost a day.
Well, say good morning to the sports team. Okay. I'm Bismarck enjoying the best sports show from Alaba. I want to know which team in Europe has the best forward and midfield currently. Into Bismarck Dodia. But we should say hi, good morning, Copper. This is Anani from Kusuko Jokrum. Tonight, my darling club Arsenal will take all the 3 points against Wolves. 7:30 sports on Sika FM. No size. And no ye dear Branton and so Eddie Abba Anopay. And I win to say good morning to you, sports master, and your crew. God bless you. I say congratulations to mighty Real Madrid for beating Benfica yesterday. Real Madrid will continue to qualify in the second leg. Copa, tonight the game between Arsenal and Wolves is a win game for Arsenal, the Gunners, because we are maintaining the 4 points difference. Arsenal all the way. Sika Sports is fantastic. Greetings to all Arsenal fans and the entire Dunia community. God bless Ghana. God bless Arsenal. God bless Sika Sports crew. We free suffer somewhere from Dunia and on also. That is our message. We so or they free about a plenty. Brake. Yeah, na young room kakao. Young room say and no controversies abania dia. And most a calf and you so interview on some cocaine. Serious, I was surprised on so called Cassanson and see Brake Shamin baby would the sassy there. Okay, would the sassy there free.
Copa, and then some nitty now quite AM, it's at the Stadium of Light, which is Stadio Dalu in Portugal. Honum la Real Madrid, the Covini by a goal to 0. And so win now Madrid in Yano, Ellen Sempi Abba. And some may be moving in and say, yes, Abu Madrid, I'm the advantage before the second leg in a bedding, a bebason, or a year that is Santiago Bernabeu. But Sago no now winning sooner, and some be a count a year. The racial comment, I used to say, Benfica player, Gianluca Prestiani. After 7 issues, a shall go no, now dear sir. No we ni Jesus say was Sunday just make his kiss intino. A man who make such comment editor Vinicius Junior say Sebi Osade. Eno ana akofan sem ni na ediaba after the winner a year that is Real Madrid a year day. Enya no. Inti mighty man obi a kire ne diemu obi a ka ne diemu and uti obi bia nsema a oka obi bia ntimi CP nsita say asema eye Prestiani ekan no eno ana Vinicius Junior ekokan ye de kire that's referee no kwasem no say Prestiani ana ni masema okan but the woman be ya no say nyo no kwan so ni masema okan no ote because Sanka Vinicius Junior anti bibi say Prestiani kan bibia en confirm America en ko referee no
so lo jiri say ote bibi
ote bibi
okay
but boy no so kan bibi
okay
Patriotic because Vinicius and yes say on an game no to can report players.
Okay.
He say be obugima de bia no ja game no the America no akọrefi ho was we akase akyere me we akase akyere me we akase akyere me.
I take away the sign of the game.
I take away the sign of the game. I take away the performance of Beloa. After 7 periods in Wako, I lose by 4 goals to 2. No, I should say, as I go back, I could win by a head that is a goal to 0. After Sabelua, a year changes in the starting lineup about 40%. Or more called Dalu on our lose by 4 goals to 2. No, well, yes, I be brave, Eddie Free, as I call her Konya head that is the 3 maximum points. And they put to Madrid on a good position. So omit me about the second leg, you know. Now Omunya that when they are called the next stage of the UEFA Champions League. It's mighty man and some of their abe be brave and some no nipa can be brave. But for me, I think sir Letizia referee out the game no so no at a point yellow card or the man Vinicius Junior because he was dancing yet. And I want you to help me. Often you cry you call Google and find say is dancing in football a celebration a yellow card and get me the AI overview.
Okay.
The explanation to that because meaning say board here so we say now sir there's no way you should attract a yellow card. Again so okay so team no and I will just make sure no bad now there's no way you should attract a yellow card. So soon as all my fans say obi anjere no ho na ebi a support wa there's no way it's a provocative why and say that is a yellow card. Into that even aspect of even giving Vinicius Junior a yellow card. Na me will be Vinicius Junior provocating and Letizia command that yellow card because none of Sanyomana Vini and a call for that is a yellow card. But a twaso and I have drew the situation and they will be a day now you say Morino soon and an on also about say on Jindi say wo Estadio Dalu Honum and then even with a head that is the Benfica fraternity no obi betimi aka bibisa e dey akere a head that is Vinicius Junior because Ojiri say open the greatest of all in that stadium and in that football club that is Eusebio and that is sense a black intino onu mo no ninji ndi say bibisa be dem e be say si
almost say teammate celebration without taunting or insulting offensive or abusive language or gesture is not misconduct unless it delays the restart.
And it did not.
And
it did not.
Interesting.
And it did not.
Okay.
It's meaning the reason why it's about that yellow card.
Also one of the best referees.
And game Nangasade, he did so well.
Yeah. No, me say now what I'm trying to say, he knows it all.
He knows all these things.
And he
did so on the composure, the calmness. Anyhow, even Vinny, I call report to incidents in the man no we see call it out. You see, and that gesture now make and that sign now make it is the new rule by UEFA in order for a year that the VAR and then also officials of the day to investigate that serious a year. Michelle Vinicius scored there. I cannot say
Letizia also complaining about the time.
No, crossing the arm. Crossing the arm. Okay. And I say it is the new rule of investigation. I will catch probably the officials of the day, especially the VAR. Say you investigate BB and
okay.
Because now Vinicius I reported.
That's what I reported.
Yes.
Okay.
I reported the man say Prestiani. He didn't attempt
racially abuse.
Yes, into referee day and hot game no. So he made the sign. It's not a person either say you benya an audio and now say a video of that incident now. Vinicius Ababa reported their man no. And in order to let other officials say, oh, this is the sign you are supposed to make. It is the new UEFA addition in terms of trying to call out the officials. Say, investigate and farmer and mighty man. This is where we've come to.
Your video be if today, but I don't know, sir. You better mention video more. I just more video be more the cancel video be about not Vinicius Ehage. Saada Gule say before so benya say video na I think say show I for no Benfica for no the make case be I just want to read what Benfica wrote on their X. Almost say as the I just said this, I don't know if this is the video, but wait, my restarted video now. They almost say as the images when I started free. Me new some the man and copyright and can download them here. Also the images demonstrate given the distance the Real Madrid players could not have heard what they claim to have heard.
Yes, I've seen it. And yeah, time Obabe pass the ball. That was one of the whole incidents, you know. You time Obabe pass the ball. And you could see Camavinga in the picture, Kylian Mbappe in the picture, Vinicius Junior in the picture. Yes.
I don't know, it's a video.
I know Jim Ricaya at the core in Tianuna. Benfica for no air cassette because it's a Prestiani. And then Natalia Mikatana, no. And the distance are not other witnesses, Nijana Honintino, or more empty ain't super set, or what say, and some of Vinicius Quacasa Prestiani, a cartoon Sonia no cray.
Okay.
Pachawati. And then, of course, why have you in your day? Yentimi and can be said ampa okasa nsem but mighty man say omugya na obi na no akasa de eno yentimi ka so mo so anye dey anti na mom say even obi na no so de atade no keta na no kasa yempo no eno yentimi nkyere eni tena ma me ka say nyoma na aye kan Prestiani de oye no no nanim so kan bibia ono nanim na mom de Vinicius mo kasa o kan bibi no enye ono nkwa so na betimi akyere because ebi mu o mo say
almost say
na wo de na ye nde wo de wo nko
okay
pa cha what the be chana say nko na wo de na so o kan bi because ade no o de obi amba video na wo ho no e ya de wo de wata ade an de akata wa no enti nkyeremu bia nhyeda emba mfiri wo na mbom nkyeremu betimi aba upon the responder o man no musu gina ho no ye de e kire se ni na wo kata wa no na wo ye de na wo ka amunti and I want the likes of Thierry Henry Muka say they would have to wait for say ebia Prestiani me ba bekasa say no kure okan na so wanka but onu so akwa say e me wanwa
born statement no
yes
but say read
onu so aka bibi binim say obitimi enyamaya was try to look at
but me the picture be my friend Fatuso Benfica for no so raise concern be say they say only quite the buy almost 5 days before this game they are trying to say boy no or you bro pay Vinny Junior sempa the wallpaper kromutima Vinny Junior da so me so metima zuma mama fo hu a boy no Prestiani net wo no
Prestiani net wo
and so metima wo say ba bia ya circle ketwa no phone bi kura no metima mad na pija mo bi so that wo mo hwe betima wo mo pese mo kire say boy no you bi a o pay Vinny Junior sem kwantini emponi wallpaper
okay
Vinny Junior so Omo say like I've read a lot from wait me could read it from Argentina so boy no or Argentina guy
and at 20 you can no be Argentina
and also a bit so raise concern say
Morocco
Morocco no so they about a bit so raise concern Morocco for so the be able to at least almost issue against the same guy and obeso that beto say against Mexico they say they was mocking Mexico players no
but me personally, it's Argentina and yes, I do.
Okay.
Because almost all South America, more or less like England for more Europe. Patchwork way I say. Almost say Chayen dear. You're demusronko. And they have these things with air blacks and more. It means Argentina and yes, I do. We are. And Yamama.
As if Felipe Melo crack can be no.
Because the video Ben that racist. That's right. His wife, Prestiani, must have already cheated on him with a
you.
So now it is becoming a battle between
Brazil and Argentina.
Brazilians more or less, and then also Argentines, and then also blacks, and then also more or less some whites.
What is a man for issue in Payfano?
A man for also issue in mighty man. And Christianity, everyone points the finger at me because I cover my mouth with my shirt. When everyone knows all footballers cover their mouths to talk, stop making things up. If people are saying so much that I supposedly made a racist comment to Vinicius Junior, why did nobody react? Accusing someone of something so serious isn't right, especially when it's not true. Into Christianity, so they are also at the above on things. Masa, Ubia can anuntum because I don't know can try them at the atmosphere. And you see, the guy has a point because as some wakata na no na oka, and the bear dance here, I bear audio, any video, and no bet me above on some Ubia in your kind and on a young buy. me sure say bi mpo yeden because on the field referee tries to investigate or on mananka the necessary sanctions not the item or the ayejuma but there be but all man no surrounding kakra no and the extra says Vinicius the Mikako report here they are and then some na Christian can meet that was what he said. Anytime I make say Vinicius is not in a game, they be an oboge mobile running going around reporting players to referees. Probably something might have been said. Something might have gone on and not here. In addition to Vinicius, in my society, it's maybe a court rumor. You ever freak away in my peso? Near Vinicius Junior. One among just say, say, oh, mappy, we are dancing, or say, I'm it. Say, no, okay. It's about a toss of Vinicius, the honest hearing. Okay, Christianity anywhere. But they tell us that Christianity between a good case because until proving so I can't say no, Obianti mean say he's guilty.
Then the team is no crown so me so Obianso Kasa. Because
they were not there.
Yeah, they were not there.
They were not around that scene here channel. You see?
Because in Canada doesn't go on Catalan basement.
Oh, and they came to
yes.
Because microphones are holding a chief voice is kind of loud.
Sure.
Kiebenya ka video say na can live reader bit ma kire but wa katana no enti o chem say na bo na ye ba obi akatana no and it's true players didn't come on the field so I hear omo omu nyina timi kata omo no yesi no they kasa nti na ye betimi aka say they are racially abusing themselves on the field na there be
issue na di obrake issue dey
players ni wo bo omo kata omo no pa
apart from say bia obenya evidence from one yes
player to player or no player on in team omo kasa makato man because there are lip readers around, there are microphones around.
Okay.
Training obi bia the air count the field. Omo kasa nti ono so has a point per what he is saying. But a funu no nam no mighty man 730 sports and they were there ebe no hanam no because of certain precedents and again some can also cry now almost make a case say nipa na also my cassette and me yada na me wallpaper
until 5 days ago or to play one India very interesting times ahead
kids na be brave and some are trying to put the blame on Vinicius Junior, of which I disagree because or that a human say ABA stadium you be no bibi side it but for this one me at the crow and I wrong, not the celebration, not the gestures and in here so Christian be kasa ansem so kan ya e dey actually Vinicius Junior.
Okay, they make quite the break na me hear say the betting we are make a case for Vini say he's been there before, he lost. Kaka say no more frustrated. Enti ka no o angazo bia ka bibia no ebony ka we na wa we ni anko gine na o beka say bi obi enti
yes mighty man, you are making a good case because me can
frustrated there no
Valencia Ebisa he has been at this stage and we know we lose game no remember the Lucy and then you see abuse no but we winning wa shego we winning go on ka on na a beautiful one a celebrate ewie nti eba ne se no di mirika beko say obi abuse no pacho obi otie bi atisankomo ya se eba ne se no be sa di mirika asako akwa ka so obi ayede abuse no so many things will come together but me so who will be me before anything or any investigation. I think Christiani has played well and ebedin si evidence pa say okasa asem na yentimi for the words of Vinicius Junior alone and then clear the map into fan jeje no
sir
no
say the Barca quite 2 against 1
no but still that still make it right because in as much as clear the map a witness no the evidence must be seen not only from the witness yes or must be heard
okay
the evidence no it must be seen or must be heard. Yet you find mapping because one Christian Vinicius Junior na ejina ho. Now Nipoti assembly is the witness Kelly and Mappy.
Okay.
Now Mappy so cry bit man say favorably Vinicius player. Nti also support no keke. Vinicius player na also support nti na all can also hear den. Also so say no cresa na tie. But upon to say you be the evidence no. You be and I bet bi no. boss ebe ye den so bibi abetimi ayede ajaje Christian and no crampo and a man referee dey eto a game no so.
Okay.
Because they're not really making no, I'm not sure so the game would have continued.
Okay.
That was what happened. Into mighty man. And right there, the Champions League, it was fire everywhere.
You Dortmund when you say
Dortmund taking once and the teams no more winning. And I said Borussia Dortmund on a double chance over Atlanta. On any day, on level of energy, how a mobile game no throughout this season. But when it's the Champions League and when Borussia Dortmund is playing at home, trust them to live up to the occasion. Trust them to live up to the billing. And one player from the Borussia Dortmund setup, meet me, I can say, more to be in the Champions League, also in a goal and then an assist. Last season, he was up there with goals. I think 13 goals up against that is Rafinha. I don't know for that level. And I want to also do this stage a good goal contribution when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. And Mijiri is the modern one. That is Borussia Dortmund. So they took the win 2-0 over that is Atlanta. Now Monaco so and Kase unya the first 2 goals. Is with how almost go no and come to us when Paris Saint-Germain about any team from the French league and I say you can't expect much from the opponent. So between the 3 maximum points over Paris Saint-Germain, they responded into the first half now and almost that is 2 goals at the game that is 2-2. Later on Monaco a red card. I'm a Paris Saint-Germain. Twice. This are you doing the day from the bench? 2 goals. I'm a movie by 3-2 down. He has been in the books of a year that is the coach of that is Paris Saint-Germain. And Obekaya Nancy issue and say Charlie, you pay our modern more. And yes, I'm a chance my own day and my own boy. In recent times, our Paris Saint-Germain lineup, he has been starting from a that is the bench. And Andra, when Usman Dembele got that knock. When he came out and when Doué came on, he gave that statement to say 7:30 one of the best players on the day. So Paris Saint-Germain won it by 3-2 and meet me like I said, going back in the second leg at the Parc des Princes, ding at the AS Monaco. So meet me down in the scoreline no matter day. Now almost so I qualify. Now we've spoken about Borussia Dortmund, we've spoken about Real Madrid, we've spoken about Paris Saint-Germain. Now the fourth one was Galatasaray up against Juventus. Mighty man at the end, so short results in the score line now. Like I said, it was hell at the man that is Juventus because Galatasaray Honankasano Ura Stadium or Metro welcome to hell. So the results now at that score line would deceive you, say it was hell, and indeed. Scoreline 5-2 Juventus Galatasaray 5 goals and a Juventus are considered that means what hell. But game like it came in 2 parts and the first part of the game was for Juventus. Juventus played very well despite the fact that Omuko down by a goal. Omu responded by 2 and Kopmanes getting 2 goals on that occasion was a good thing at the more and Juventus because from Atlanta that expectation dear mano so on famable Juventus on Timinia and Bonremu in this Jumano and Fama that is Juventus. So seeing him play alongside Locatelli and Thuram in that midfield and getting that 2 goals for Juventus was beautiful. But hey, the catcher or Endra say, Galatasaray team now, I say cow down because woman do na bomb bride and on my bet that is Galatasaray in Turkey. The likes of Kaya Gundogan, the likes of Sanchez Awunya Agu, Leroy Sane Muninano, Oma Bobo Brana in the mainstream like as a phone, and Omaba. It's as a age in Intino, they are not there. But there's something within her. Sebi, Ninkejan and Restaurant Uti Asna heat in Kumua Obeti, and no heat in Juventus here day at and but Luciano's Spalletti will have a big lesson to learn because Emrana already by 2 goals to 1. na Cambiaso ne player back that is a yellow card at the 18th minute. So at the 46th minute in the second half, in Tempano mighty man Osisan, because now almost tormented that side. And that now Osuro say Obeba could be a second yellow card why they knew the red. And at that time Juventus were leading by 2-1. Mighty man. And now only more than one Kaba Colombia Ebedaho boss in Kaunjai na Cambiaso Nanya day. And Twaso. Kababa Okumukuno. In Tempano Musubedi yellow card. And a Galatasaray for Beteka. And a brosa na Kaba. As I could be a second yellow card. One Kaba. Oh! Edu kodi red card here then Edu free afi there Galatasaray for some money na there be what show be no what red card okay Galatasaray for say any money there be then a warm now Kaba will be missing Cambiaso will be missing in the game in the second leg how more see we have Kostic so meet me use Kostic in that ruler and I think say 5-2 going back to the Allianz Stadium Juventus yes, second leg in the man time there, but me sure. This is next week, 25th. Yeah, from now to that time. Okay. Me sure, sir. Juventus no more than me. If it's my day, leave it up to the building. And probably Luciano Spalletti might make certain changes because game we or boy without a proper number 9. Okay. Weston McKennie. And I bought the first 9. Kenan Yodes and a Consasao and a Jinanichi, and you could see the idea. And now Luciano Spalletti person or down on the field of play because these are excellent ball holders, ball dribblers, our team creative spaces and chances for a year that is our team. That was the idea, but mighty man idea at a point in time a result with 2-1 if you obano chese Cambiaso ne Kabamo Amboa Amma a year that is Juventus in a good scoreline on the bedroom into the second leg and at the end of the day mighty man me sure say Muya Dimbia sa so here and the matches in the UEFA Champions League now and yet sa and then us never be ding and the way the Jew in Club Brugge and let's go to Madrid. Let's go to Madrid in team for India dance here, boss. Inter Kobodo claims. Yes, but we shouldn't deceive ourselves with Bodo. Bodo, the last 2 matches be and we win City. As a winning another big game, it was no more that chance. But Champions League now, because league face, they've struggled with results. Say home, say and looking at the opponent in Milan, or yet compact, the form, a good from the Italian Serie A, or what that history with this Champions League in recent years, the modern bomb, our top, Bodo glimpse any day, and Cindy because or Manchester City and our share other club, or Mutimia, and qualify into on that match Misika ebo that is Inter Milan. Now be bold scored Inter Milan out for a year that is a win. Club Brugge, let's go to Madrid. Hey, let's go to Madrid. Let's go to Madrid. Copa, let's go to Madrid a double chance. And then minim say Karabakh and Smith if you know about Newcastle. Newcastle, the modern boy in the league, and yet that exceptional the English Premier League. But with the Champions League, he has been doing well. One of the results crowd of fire was a draw up against Paris Saint-Germain and also and base of that, and I think I'll go for Newcastle. So a double chance, mighty man. I know any day ever. My many birthday we quick one. We special birthday to Mr. Kofi Sapon Nyamiche. When you see with the Matep Sap Enterprise, DJ Punch. There was in the Papano. Inti point papa yes, and Mr. Kofi Sapon Nyamiche CEO with the Matep. Steps Up Enterprise. Inti so Nyamiche we show happy baby. Papa. Nyamisha on your case now on Tunquandem. And wait, mammy, me say, na me catch you no say, Nessin Yaka Miss Wa in from Kuchun's a boy number no boy. 87. Miss One so a root amofa. On so root amofan so say, no 1 week in the air basso. Name bois. Name Buana say on the it's say 19th, right? But I Thursday into a channel Misswa and so 1 week in the bus route Amofa, do I fair no yang yamisem. Abaki Misswa was a name and Miss One at night. Okay. Inti me Minya Mamponsa and Ama Benewa.
enti amamponsa no no ye paniche na amabron so di machi ye nyina ye ne yes wa ne ye nana ne tan me nana de wadi kako ana ese na drum me so so wodi krade ani pentimi nje enti me so ruta mofa ya nyamesem so 1 week nyame bo akina efija seda de ase wakina na e baso nti e beton san so da free jam for some me jam ye abra yenso yes wa so ye di na otwida enti bushani nyina mo bia ya ko nyame bo akina ana 1 week nso e baso efija seda de ase root amufa ye nyamesem the san and so tie back in ye ne Javi praise ni nkomo
you say how kind Vinicius statement na
ma no so read say me obese yes ewura mu ana
I'm so bia dey say on so after give the statement about they need to put their shirt in their mouth when you say we no
say na any say na nipa bridge na so dey ka say mo say Schneider I you see the same and say I didn't know ana wodi we ko kata wono dey akokasa
and omo no ye bi
they feel say almost feel say boni a o dinti
yes no
kata na no at that very time
enti and na me say Vinicius for board am so dey bi ka be ko referee no
exactly
but we so che say e bi asem no kan Vinicius anye dey anti ase that is Christianity
yeah
also dey all kan no because kata dey say nye kata ya no ye nyina dey ansat mi kata ya no ne kasa
every Vinicius statement was say racists are above all cowards. They need to put their shirt in their mouth to show how weak they are, but they have the protection of others who theoretically have an obligation to punish them. Nothing that happens today is new in my life or in my team's life. I received a yellow card for celebrating a goal. I still don't understand why. On the other hand, it was just a poor executed protocol that served no purpose. I don't like to appear in situations like this, especially after a big win and when the headlines should be about Real Madrid, but it's necessary. We a Vini Jr.
We name we win Krampuna.
7:30 Sports.
Yes, what you're saying. Young Comra, you need Jeffy Praise computers in Ninkomo. You are na the Akanina so. Yet to me, there was a do Wednesday here na open the part of our computer ni desktop ni the account ya ni Jeffy Praise computers.
Kopa medase edikai mechia watifo kopa medase fo nyina edikai amaka chu biara watifo medase kopa medase edikai mechia watifo ene wahwefo nyina amaka chu biara watie sika FM se ene waye nhira afa kopa ene so Jeffrey Praise computers ya saba ye gina mu gidigidi so de ya adwu se Christmas ye de ani je bebre obia no
Yes.
Na ene no mamini kan FM free television.
Yes, who hear me pa.
FM free television. Ye TV number. Aba bebre sisi amene wo kasa. On Christmas ye ebra
about the right time.
Yeah. Adofo ni abusu nyina atena fie asumdwe mu.
Yes.
Enti se motifie na wo se mu huni ma ekoso wiase. Enti me the televisions number bebre na se be obi abenya bi enti masan atetebo no so bio. Jeffrey Praise atetebo no so bio. 40 inches ne 42 inches no. Me da so de 1,500 Ghana cedis.
42 inches no.
42 ne 40 ni nyina me de 1,500 Ghana cedis.
Twitch your TV there.
Mo amato bi gada ne de mo de mahu de way tie very slick.
Yeah.
Esa ye digital.
Yes.
Just a fan
Kanko boy demo.
Kasa. TV ne boy 2005 me de 1,500 Ghana cedis. Enti wa here bibia ma wonya ha. Oba said the American me ma power cable no ma sama remote e de aka ho. E de 1,500 Ghana cedis 40 inches. Brand ne bia bi wom, Samsung wom, Philips wom, TS bia bi wom. Enti ma wonya ha. And I say me what 32 inches. I no so ye LED.
Okay.
Sa TV American nanka mituma omo koton no 1,200 ebi ko 1,250 let's say me tuama omo koton na bua mituma omo no e na oba shop a na ya de 1,500 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And am say me pese Sika FM ya hwefo ni etiefo ani ginintin sa TV oba shop se am de man 900 Ghana cedis.
Omo koton ma mu enu ma se mo koton
32 inches LED
900 Ghana.
900 Ghana cedis.
We get the China ni bi.
Original. It's in FM Mr. Original.
Yes.
Original TV sinkwa. original TV original TV Sinkwa. Me dey now 900 Ghana cedis. 900 Ghana cedis. 900. Obi beka se minya 900 but minya 32 ne bia nka mepe. Me LCD nso me dey be 700 Ghana cedis.
LCD no
700 Ghana cedis.
32 inches.
32 inches. Because Christmas so be intimate TV mo fie na enije emre fie. 42 no. Me dey 1,500 Ghana cedis. 1,500.
No credit dream.
I was
And me dey 32 inches no. Me tuma amount for 1,002 the all two akoton. Me dey more 1,002, 1,250 no. Me say me dey 900 Ghana cedis. 900. Me pacho e mani nsane me busa nse da ben ne bi beba.
What 900 kwa enso.
Dabi.
What don't face into me to
we bet to TV akoko
TV board them.
Etu dey Jeffrey Press Computers. Your number is 0244 02 62 03 0244 02 62 03. Rebecca said Jeffrey Press Computers. I hear fan more. You want Bantama High Street in the Soha. You need GNTC dining a bon. And I need Unity House. A direct opposite. You only do Bantama High Street on ma. Free number 0244 02 62 03 on Sabeka bi ama onso anije area o pay
TV na aba for sa
Jeffrey Press Computers enye TVs no kwa na ye de aba yes the phones bebre aba
yes
yeah the phones bebre aba na
me ko ho me ko twa pictures no
oh okay
oh
nice we media tab a tablet efa dual sim efa double sim efa double sim what me
so na aba no
on fusi
box
we dey o twa no match
tego na ko twa
we na ho
oh okay oh nice
oba ne manu phones bi bia o kopa
me say tablet na make tablet here o show say you know we media tab no wa wo pe bibi e dia chedofo bi Christmas way
yes
me can for tablet way the mouth
yeah
efa dual sim internal storage ni 32 gig o sent me man external memory tablet here that's so fe wa we media tab me the man 590 Ghana cedis 590 Ghana cedis minim sa wunyi ni
elu enka ni 6 million kro
minim sa wunyi ni enso ebo a me de ejima
5.9 enka
590 Ghana cedis
5.9 me ma better as
5.9 titiskano Fabrice si ana bra beje tablet bi fa che wodofo bi fama o mensua de fama o manfanye o research one kasa use for your research bibi biara opesa odi e biara kama utimi use to cell phone because ultimately the show bottom money here enye kakraka bebre me dey ma 590 Ghana cedis and watch no me the Samsung Galaxy Tab A5 aba wow pe Android phone e dey aye bibi to say bia WhatsApp TikTok ni ade bia no sa phone me dey ma 490 Ghana cedis 490 Ghana cedis e fa TikTok e fa WhatsApp e fa bibia eye 490 Ghana cedis me pacho me manensa ansana
wabsa said available ba
e manensa wadaroma na sheda na matete ne ma no so
mama phone se we you smartphone
smartphone
mama phone se we nya jam
there be
WhatsApp and the man 490
eye Samsung
Kate awadun ha ayam na benya
yam na 490 the
Samsung Galaxy A5
Galaxy
na Samsung ewa fingerprint but Samsung picture quality dey nyame na make ho asem
picture dey say
enti wa wo here phone bia na me pa choma honya ha be tobi ko che wodofo bi chebi ko tobi ko che wadanfo tobi chiche afi wo de tobi na fa chiche ana onse ebibo ka say sa complain by say yen de yen use WhatsApp ni ade a ni je yan phones no me de yan phones no so aba bebre
business phones
me de aba bebre sika phone wo ye wadwuma wo di betie sika FM and sempa ye de ebre wo na
emunu so
ko no na me say box ya ti box na sisem wo na me say yam na ma to go bebre ni bi
debi we jan eti ye frame Mr. Original phones kwa auto awa na do battery shim 20 computer na laptop anka wa na o configure
ma huni nyina kopa se me ma code mani akon ya gani your favorite iso ejimi pa no no so chale ma me nkope bi ntен no a be ba na oni ho rasta na wo ho
so hwe o kaba enya bo na ye kan na
no good so acha se na ni pa ko jago ntia you dey wa so bo ade mame ejomo jo mo na ma no ho ana so so na ni pa no so ma na ba na so jiko timi kwa na me firi ho no mo hwe ne kama
enti wa ho pay am phone ko pay kama Sika FM
ono say radio
sampa ye ka radio my wireless radio o fa o use
open so out
ebeba
ni nyina ebeba
Nokia 105
so on ko pebi
me Nokia 105 the eka we hu no Nokia 105 me dey 150 Ghana cedis 150 Ghana cedis radio wom ne battery ho de chese bibia opesa odi ye bia obetimi de aye
nya to ma bro bia nyami sha kwa besa
odi abatu to bi na fa
na obedi no nya isa
to bi na fa cheche enti na me medical artist so sabe ya wo to bi cha insha no me portion kakra eno ado na nya bibia entia
okay
yesa wo Nokia 6310 Nokia 6310
yeah
sa phone ya American one semu oko marketer eboa de ni timu ye pa akra de be ma ye 550 Ghana cedis ubetimi agogo ahwe Nokia 6310 ogogo bo Nokia 6310 a type price in Ghana e de bo ne be ma eye mono
sibi o ma package
no a package na e wo de kwa chakra wo package na e feke sa for me the amount 200 Ghana cedis ojidi o njindi me the amount 200 Ghana cedis
jago nu se phone okay I'm going to just 610 cedis
ko make say there 6 papa kwa na the amount 550
Ghana
yes me the amount 200 Ghana cedis
what say before 10 wait ma to miensa 610 by ko na bon
4G
4G
na waka no ono ade ordinary abewuti ama for kwa
abetobi 4G
nye easy
the to na bon 610 share
me the amount 200 Ghana cedis 200 Ghana cedis entra ho ma ensenya na wa baba be hajef bio me dia beguo bebre sisi me ne o kase ni nyina chi no ye laptops ayeton your laptops are your tone boa from bare 2 weeks me be kan ni nyina da so ginam
so unya mfa bi nka ho
me mfa bibia nka ho sesi e
da so na the promo timi di be 8 months o
da so ginam oba Jeffrey Press Computers sesi ya ye be ma Dell i5 5th generation 8 gig 500 gig made them out 1800 Ghana cedis. So laptop we ultimate the university, ultimate the teacher training, nursing training, BBBR person odi biara on Sabeka. At the same time no oba me wo Dell i5 6th generation 15.6 screen any so kakra kama a obetimi dey give juma bia e no kwa dem said the other time mama me kan wa ha oba say them out 2000 Ghana cedis. Wow 6th generation they make nyina so original charger e ka ho no i5 8th generation Dell no oba me dem out 2500 Ghana cedis etino e ba ne ma we insenya tumrika na bra na babaje odie etwi na etwa gu ni nyina bi da so ho the same ebo na na ye deje entiba honya ha na bra babaje odie e ma ne ma ne nsenja ansa no ba be kasa Jeff me pa che o da be bi beba sa sam ne dia me semo ka na Jeffrey Press makoma da be ya me ya trusted institutions ni nyina so no ehyehyɛ ya edi gu honum ni nyina na da so ho honum a eya adwuma wa open CCTV cameras fee my catch was a camera and born and casan matis 50% service charge send me a babe fix me babe install amount service charge no masante so 50%
okay
and take his advantage we now adwuma mu ho wa sori dem ho ufie honum o warehouse honum my yamna me CCTV cameras ni bi emfa emaw because mama big institutions need take advantage enti onia yiro ho na also take his advantage we na bra be ye bi ye meye ne kama ye send the phone so the mouth kama baby biara wo biara no utimi access hu niema e koso se wo Ghana o abrochire o poase ba bia o bia
health work sadia munimi ya dada no afiwe ajamsronko
ana ba biara nti eno nso wo honom nti Jeffrey Press Computers ye niema ne de sese ya tete so enipa gu ha obi afum bi oso ye nipa
bra ba fum bi
na bra ba je wo de na ene Meka Jeffrey Press Foundation who asem kakra
okay
Jeffrey Press Foundation a foundation a said there be amoka no Jeff me madwuma me ye from tete ene say me bua nipa ma bua nipa like nyame aya ma metimi abua nipa bebre enti eduru me bi dam say me wadofo ada na me mfra adofo e ma omu nyina meka mum na nea me guso a me ye no yentimi nye no akese mu ene ma ya de te Jeffrey Press Foundation Jeffrey Press Foundation America wa ho pesa wo join in the free your number is 0244 02 62 03 wo pesa obe join foundation ya nje kapre wo dia ne se wa frɛ ye do be kan ye ho ye be ma ye t-shirts ne bi na fe edu se ye contribute akwa support amanfo a na wo do ho ayeden aba be kan ho ne akwa Jeffrey Press Foundation eniema ya no ebi na etwagu no ye papa ya oti hwiso a ohuni ye papa ba ko ba oti hwiso owo afijase ntunkumso ekro ni din no afijase ntunkumso ye papa ya owo hoyi ye friend na Charles ye ko hu se wawo ema 7 etimi ni papa ni kasa am so panyini se bia o ka fra che what did them kakra ena wawo enkranko 7 na obeye dan hwe wo mo ena o say before ware ye no na oye drug store enti eno no ode ahwe ne mana na prekope ena store ru aba ye na obeje ne store ono so enam se sika na no ode hwe nkran nti no woni sika bia wo ba bia bio for 5-7 years afi onye adwuma na yire ne no amo ede hwe nkran no nti okan no in fact ene ye ya dwo se e be ko eja Charles moa yebusan se de na opese ye ma no o se ye mie drugstore enye den ema no se se amene o kasa wo ko afijase ntunkum so a ya je store kese ama no ya san maniska wa start a auto ni no as say eni je kese pa aba efie ho no ma che se wo ko afijase ntunkum so a wankasa wani be den ebeji
wala se miami krum
sa krom ho na ye de enipa bebre akoto adwumam
nice
that very day no ye de enipa 6 ye ma obia industrial sewing machines and ye de omokokoto adwumam etua omutinsa ya mananso ho a ye di kan sam obia 1000 Ghana cedis a stipend say monfa se obefa ka o de bedidi a mo start adwuma no as say omo american omo nyina aguso a omo pamade a eja enche omo nso bewie omo nso afa nipa ni bi na chese ye to aso nkakra na ye den ye kɔ yanim Jeffrey Press Foundation ye niema ni bi no osan kɔ how do you call it ekro bi wɔ baby ani kwan na so ekro na manu krom Jeffrey Press adwuma ye kɔ ye wɔ hɔ ebi na mo hwe ye kɔma omo dex ye kɔma omo dex Bay 200 ebi na ye twagu no ye komo exercise books bay 2000 me the powerful computers eka ho me the mpaboa sneakers mako 100 pairs eka ho ye said entade eka ho e de kokko support manu krom in fact ye won kofo ya ti omagu omde ane se omunhwehwe omuhia moa ne yenko ye omumoa na ye kɔ ho no de ye kohu ye na ahomete nti de ye kokko ye de bo amanu krom nso no de wo hwe nso ye enkwanta kese ene ensensan so wo se ne ye chia ohene bi ne ade na enkwanta kese hene ene ye kɔ chia ono nso ye kokrom o ekoche emu anwa de ma empanimfo ene omo ni bie ne ayarefo ne ade esan diska esan epi so de ma saafo ni nyina eno achi ne yekoche don so mbebre children so me o offense so kwanzu okra de emi fie me shada because enkoba se me ma etifie use computers ene ade no omo ni gina enkofo man so a enye omo fort na omo ti baabi eti dia meme ma eye ofie no me am so computers ni bi de koi me am program de niam a me ma ni use ofie ni bi egu so e de koi emone anwane mpaboane enema nge bebre enti Jeffrey Praise Foundation sabre Christmas nso ayi adwun se be san amove enti wa wo hwe yen na eka wakoma se oba be kan ye ho ana wo bibi a opese wo de beboa ema foundation ye de kokoye donation no number ne 0244 02 62 03 02 ubeti aba join obia you welcome foundation no ehemfuwom a doctor for pharmacy for businessman for obia bi wom akonya ne da ho bra be kan ye ho na asafo awurade enam so na onhyiraw men nwene wo nko awo dwene afoforo ho eno ne nyame sompa kopa
yamisa pa yamisa so bebre ade wenye obia na utimi bi obo uskapa but se oyibi di aboafo afoforo ya na edi nyame nka obia akoma na yenyina yemwa
sure
na bronya ni
Road for Ensom to me a Shabako, it is an Kokosia and Po Obimai, House of Folk training ground. So now me part also focus so at the Kratam about Bonte and now no pay in prayer. Cecia and I Kratanum Yansa Akabi, House of Folk for say, young country, we are singing and can't any House of Folk for the say. Last week, na enkrata bi ene nam enfamo mum Siwalele Football Club South Africa mo say o ma brand your friend Hamza Isano oba trials from 15 February to 17 March, that is 30 days no oba South Africa na oba trials na there House of Folk pay for say no more match against Kotokonti na concentration nyina ASA game ni so mo boy wi dinkonemo Tommy Crat about Bontis and some now, and then I'm from our football club in South Africa, and the Abasoma branch and Eba trials. No, and you Rodan summer SSS so swap. His sons are branch here, your friend Hamza, Isano, or a bona fide player, and so at the Man House of Okay Bobo Econo, it is a trials no on house in the way, and team so far as House of Okay concerned there, or more any branch and air contractor, FIFA Emma directive beer, sounds some and a Ghana Football Association that is status committee no amo ansum and for directive be ambassador contract with the House of Folk no a branch here Isa anase Hamza Isa no say contract ne ya terminating mutually almost bibia sa eni on branch no e mo bonafide property also my House of Folk bobo na to send contract and so ebe awie na me pato me from me call Dede Ayu son of the maestro Abedi Pele ne ba Dede Ayu wakasa den sama tuga say nak brother and branch no and so e de esi na kai ono de osin board there a person about good football and some to me at the amount no ho sound so and a team obono it abrebio no jiran park so now say bia wa shani Jesse na lese miemu shani host ni ade singa nyira keka ho o jiran park so ono de ope say obo good air football yentie Dede Ayu.
You feel now?
Yeah, I'm very happy, very good. It's been a while since I didn't start a game. But you know, I thank the medical staff and everyone, physical trainer and the staff, because you know, we really took our time to build it in training, in the games, the minutes, you know, grabbing 20 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 25, 35. So that was all a build-up process, and now you know, we did it. We started the game. Felt good, and now this is just the beginning. Need to build on this and put a better even performances in the future.
Yeah, what do you expect from yourself, and what does the coach expect from you?
Similar offensive player, you know, play a good game, play for the team, hold the ball, score some goals, give some assists. Everything is nothing. It's nothing special. It's just what has to be done. But in our situation, it cannot be a personal thought or a personal mindset that go into this and I have to do.
You feel now?
Yeah, I'm very happy, very good.
Okay, I know I am Dede Ayu, son of the maestro, and pay ma attending Kano. Now the Black Stars of Ghana. You never to Dada. Send Yankupon Duma 17th March and I said 27th March. The Black Stars of Ghana against Austria. Samsung and air match in with 30th. No, me part of the Black Stars of Ghana and Germany also at the Bepim. So that's sorry now Anopaya. Me part of Mexico. So Yankupon. Duma dia 22nd May baso awo TBD stay edoma wa Mexico no me part of the Black Stars of Ghana and some anyone from Mexico and some other nkofa can say at the bepem so we ahoboabo matches akoto toado FN aligning up at the amount so omo na me part of selected the best materials and for representing Ghana World Cup ebaso US of USA sound so and Mexico and Canada to be part of so I can free the Black Stars of Ghana so eba now Ghana Black Stars a different about one yeah friend now Salusu Mohamed Abranten or picking injury ACL injury Abranten apikibi young quarter me part Uncle Abranten say near ma all FIFA Senabea obetumi abeye fully fish and so everyone say walk up no and your dear Salisu Mohamed obetumi asia kan ete ama Oma Ghana but you say was starting a recover kakra young quarter me part Uncle Abranten was starting recovery no it will share on our Facebook page that is Sika FM 895 live sounds on YouTube no Sika FM 895 official I will call Obeho Abranten FM Salisu Mohamed ne recovery na wa asase kama e mo onakono eno ene da screens ne so and na anope wonsum onya bi aye den atwa itano so kakra fi oba and na anope yate emamo na mamiko Ghana Football Association couple that is openya ya a friend Adrian Simon Okreku wano ene Ghana Football Association couple papa no enso aye den akasa so no de ekono kwa Ghanaian players and so Ghana ni na eja ya wo krofu froso na opesa oba na obebo Black Stars of Ghana was say ono de ogitumu pa sam oba na obetuma ba boniye obetuma ba ya niam ye ama Black Stars afiadumo akwadumo na on my Ghana enimatuma banyam na trophies yetuma agigibia ono de ofoaso yenkoti catch Okreku.
For me there's no discussion. For me a Ghanaian is a Ghanaian. Okay, if a Ghanaian is born in Sisala, he's a Ghanaian. If a Ghanaian is born in Brixton, he's Ghanaian. If a child is born in Milan to Ghanaian parents, he's a Ghanaian. And if it is that they are good footballers, and if it is that the coaches want them, they will play for Ghana. It's as simple as that. I mean, I think sometimes we unfortunately dwell too much on what should be the reality. I mean, the reality is that we are in a competitive market. The reality is that every country, whether Germany or England or Spain, are looking for competitive advantage in football. And if it is that Germany can cross over to Turkey to find sons of the land who are of the highest quality and can play for Germany, so be it. And why should Ghana sit aloof and watch our kids go and play for other countries? I will not subscribe to that.
So we are likely to see that happen.
Well, it depends on the coaches, to be honest. If they, I know they are putting some hard work. If they find talents who are born abroad, they are welcome home.
Okay, I know I and some of our friend or Kate Okreku and some they are two I don't know. Mame enko efina asoya wa abiyeme sanse. Me patom mpefo bi ayenua mo ne mabia efino anso ayede atwe wo maso openya friend Prince Yawo Wusu wono na stop gap coach adema Kumase Asante Korokobobo Ekono me pato district committee no say mata womo any house of folk boy no oye ne mabia on sporting behavior towards the officials wamo also edi game no na konfaso dimrika kon referees so na as was too aggressive any ade ensama no keka na emwa emma e football no anya de enkonkai enti FN say na no pe wamo afine openya ye friend no Prince Yawo Wusu stop go coach adema Kumasi Asante Korokobobo kono 10,000 Ghana cedi 10,000 Ghana cedi eno ene aka me pa to mabo pen say enani kine ya wamo mode so obetumi ababetua say ekano wa mo wa match be ya match be and Sunday against us against Gold Stars against Gold Stars against Gold Stars say game no wasem and na Bibiani Gold Stars sorry take from Fanchemi against Bibiani Gold Stars and he say Nema no he was very aggressive on the match officials any ade no moa my football no and so enya den enkonkantie no so ayekakra and na no pay yedima eti for ewo show ni so mame ko Dr. Prosperity Ogumana akache na me pacho penum enso akasa obi anim says say wono na black air starlet no wo hwe so aya dendenden e de ama oman e Ghana wono so akasa kakra e de for screening selection of players nyema ekomu ema omutumi selected the best of players edema oman e Ghana no Dr. Prosperity Ogum former Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach no akasa kakra e de afa.
As you said, we've been on the quiet. It's exactly 4 weeks since we resumed campaign. It's been very good. The players are responding to training. The phases of the training, they are doing very well. We started with the general principles within the game model. And then from there, we came into our team structure, the tactics within the team structure. And I think it's gradually taking shape. We did the screening based on the fact that we saw that certain departments within the team needed to be augmented. So because of that, we asked that we do a general screening where players for such departments can be identified and then brought on board. And when we did that, I think it's actually paid off. We've gotten quality that can be matched to what we sent to the WAFU, and it's making those positions very competitive. So overall, I think the screening exercise was meaningful. The purpose for which we conducted it was meaningful, and the players who have come in terms of adaptation, in terms of integration. I don't have to even use the word really. You don't see the difference between players who participated in the WAFU and the players who health work. Certain orientations where everybody is seen as a brother. They love themselves. They care for each other. I mean, basic safeguarding principles, we've taken them through in terms of orientation. So everything is moving on well. And to me, the purpose of the screening was meaningful. Actually, it's been very challenging. If you look at the quality that we identified, very challenging. Some are even in terms of play are higher than some of the players that we took to the WAFU. So it's been challenging. But then as coaches, that's one of our responsibilities. When you have problem like that, we call it good problem. It means you have equally competent or even more than competent players in each position. So we are doing our best to make sure that we blend them very well. We blend them very well so that they play as a unit, they play as a team. I can tell you it's not easy on that aspect of the question. It has not been easy looking at the quality that each of them display. One thing about youth development is that you don't restrict them too much. You allow them to express themselves. All that you have to do as a coach is to step in and make sure that when they are overdoing things, you try to limit them, because when they overdo them, they affect team play, it affects team structure. So those are the little things that we are trying to make sure that we redefine for them so that they know that they are playing within a structure, and within the structure, let's say in the first zone, it's basically 1 or 2 touches. In the second zone, 1 or 2 touches. If you have space, you can carry the ball and connect with the teammate. Then in the final zone, there you can dribble.
Okay, I know your opinion, your friend Dr. Prosperity Ogum. And then some kakra dia to jano no kopa ma me fan 17 na e wona be front us ma me cha me papa elder Paul Asante ja one ne ho kanima stele na no pencha kese enko onfama kopa Lebarante.
All right, the toxic man yeda sepa so ne nchimu a wonso dia na sense ma dia mai because was a prince dia ne bibia ni Gold Stars
10,000 Ghana cedis. Yes. 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Is it okay misconduct? Team no go.
And your coach in a bit. Teams in the boys. Naka coaches in the anka. Almost team ni show money yen in your man. So much edited team. Wow, I said it too. So team and yet team nika. Wow, why dear Koye dada. Adia Kim Paluta dada. Enkoye mama. Also sanso de ka. Sanso break team no. Asem.
Come na to besi o e da man kwarai.
I will meet you omo. We bo mabaso.
So meet you and be hu de besi.
Bo mabaso. Kakra so besu. Wo say penyin de o sia penyin.
Skanika se be.
Aka no de omo no tua e.
Bibi I sorted. Bibi I come. Bibi I
be special bonus bia.
Abo be san bo mabaso.
O de mo after.
Ya pa wo say o motivate omo. Oh.
Okay.
Ehu here on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause maybe a team ni free banana suddenly
has na because they had a chance this season.
Yeah, to win the league.
Yeah. League in Nigeria no not see some media players no more no. Superior over Hartford guys but okay a quite a fast liga. Nanka has na so nemu na if you abra bono ana na kakakra because so modern more away in league ni no so ko away na se so ani nko dia o se fie dia ne dey etimi bro na boawo ko se in league no ansa na obeje no wo abon ho modern pa wo fie wo bon ho modern wo fie a wo hia kakra bi dia soso from away eno ne ade aha say dey and especially when we a good defense what concede less when you look at all the teams this season. Into the Naka the goal scoring, but it drew baby and I expected has also Mutiminya the 3 maximum points and no Makako draw. It's even up until now has in Timinya 2 wins still. And to us for mine one expected season, and it was the early part of that is the season. It's not or more Aquina looking at our certain class B to say a nations and you're consistent. Looking at our certain class B to say Kotoko and you're consistent. Summer textbook and you try to find certain pieces. Now the only club are now beating me apre a year that is Mediema. And you show level are now war Arsenal sana war fraternity away ya. Nanka Mediema the between in that close gap. But senior American and Mary also multimedia 3 maximum points no with some clubs from modern more and kind no my day no matter from and when you na kikabu mo amen still that you so say who say o meet my day age league nana and still very very possible because obeka emra coach Samubudu Babaji league in the Amahas no the first half no it is a divisa it was the second half anyoma mu dane no mutimi to aso ekeka nyama bi yeden ebomu e be do that point on yeden G League. But in that season the reality was that at least there were certain Kojo Obin Junior na ono so abo has team na che ne experience, and in that season almost 11 goals in the season with everything combined che the FA Cup. A certain Daniel Free Bani bia na no so se na mu yeden a or conjure magic beer then at the mom. So even up against a year that is Kotoko, which new conjure magic here then at the mom movie near a gamer. A Buama has its image that title that season. But this one Aqua because that level of experience me and Yano in Kojo Obin Jr. That level of performance not Bani at the compliment to Kojo Obin Jr. M said this set up. Yes, Wayo has the experience, but the compliment I have a boy and now Wayo modern bono into for goose in Bano and you be nanya day. Okay, you and Fama that is a crowd to folk. So I think they are still on course. Some castle meeting my day actually and then talk meeting them, trying to motivate them also. It is very normal, especially in our league, and then even to some extent in football. So and so.
I asked for the statement. I mean, read about Hamza. The contractual issue of Hamza Issa. But so and he said, "Only has a very ridiculous."
Me born a tougher. Almost say. Money play our contract. Similarly, for the back trials, so we only play our contract. Now, has cry any back trials now. Similarly, South Africa. Agents player, normal player in your focus.
The issue is has Nankazasu before Sansi Munyano. Now the player car in those months. You crew money a fanasa.
Okay.
And the moment I in football, the player can the man crying. So you know, but good enough before the Kotoko game. Omutia performance in
Mutia performance and
so still a be a day. Yes, until we know what I can.
Okay.
Me said me came now. Football na airborne. Before 4 months na the kana utua mutu. Before be to the 4 months. Coffee. O tra kra no kwan. It is akwa no complainity say on makomunde na. Me sure say akwa na wrong. Because emrano kra ma wo ho kwan. So this aye den player. And they bia no me kai before you kra no ni agent. Any Hamza no any has I back and forth. What you say? Enti ansana with you and I with you 2 months never win. Still 2 months. Still there's a door open. So BBC bad.
We have to question. We have to ask ourselves and say, deferred payment, no, salary, no, it is for how long? And now player, no, it me a genuine contract, no, it me a once you are under contract, you can't speak to a second class.
But I think that if I stand corrected, for 3 months, you play academy.
I may say, you read the number of months. Obu said okay 3 months. Say what here amaka 2. Just say new 3 no. Nti has for leeway kakra. 1 month.
Okay.
In lieu of payment. Nti say 3 months ne 2 just say no still are you under them. Say after 3 months and what you not 3 months no so there and of course. So it me kasa. Me kan has statement no.
Baba na me beze me busa say football is the man e bibia. So say club no into an car. Only different club kasa and say still no bit my breach of contract because especially say be our contract at time on so say also to me negotiate here.
Yes.
So I mean I just say no so the only time bit my say I don't know won train franco ma higher body be say this is the situation FIFA
player status. And then I won't go
player status committee.
No one clear because you see you can't take one kasa we ya na we the opro. Ya ha no. Obi free you contract class on. I just call for clearance. It say no and then I won't go now for the clearance no ma yeah status committee no say master you are free to talk to and remember madam Sidieni.
But we okay with that one. Who say you have a contract with the club what you say?
It's a club later a breach baby.
Yeah, I just
to me and far back say me call say call player status and that's all reporting my FIFA. Say this situation club need me from FIFA advise me
because you are not the law.
So what I say?
I say 6 months they say to me negotiate.
What negotiate? And then
it's more than 6 there. I don't think say you still have the right say only different club code negotiate.
Nobody is trying to justify the fact that
almost salary man. But offer quite passo.
7:30 sports.
Also, Musonia Bibi El Chocho.
Yes.
Don't joke with them. Never say club no quite trial no any player and Kasanim.
Yeah,
say it is not right. So they are using trials.
Yeah. GM say in a way.
It's a club never allow the player and I'm about trials.
Yes, and yeah. But what I know is there's 1 to 2 months crown so when you play a car.
To me,
yeah, there's no pay, no play.
That is what I wanted us to establish. But then
no pay, no play.
But if
you go to the player status committee, and I said the status committee to clear yourself.
Yes. But in whole Kofi, in this modern football, and in this age, I will me a club like House of Folk, the level, the pedigree. How he calls himself, the accolades or the man a bravo. Should we get to this point?
We should. It's possible. We should. We
Anything
will.
that talk can help.
We will. The reason being that I have always held one say country na a team no economic a year woman class no they are not can Ghana who Ghana had kasa even the public service. I got you saying the economy is not thriving, and the clubs are part of the economy, the larger economy. No, so umbi. That is what we are saying. Until there,
but in as much as a club, no, the economy, no. Footballing issues is not under, it's under a certain body that has his rules that guides and justifies the reason we are BBI.
Okay.
Now it is in this same economy, meaning how Kotoko is owning his players. In this same economy, meaning how Mediama own the players. So they are all in the same economy. Clubs like Nations FC, we are even yet to pick up reports. Say Abia Obi in this class now. Let's go to Adriana. So we can't go outside and justify whatever that house is doing. Say Ghana ni team economy ni nyade enye ntino say has into a player bika. For that reason has a whole right to a player bika.
The worker the salary of Hasufu. Say the Musi Tria.
Now we are just talking about the economy.
On the plan, that's not what I am looking at. I'm looking at the fact that the economy in which we find ourselves, it's not almost a Nema and that is why the GFA, as we speak now, or league noir, a young product on Timinia, so that's a Brahman. Just a Nema more day. The class now can't hear the Kotoko. It is because it is Otumfo or say to a club. Every baby are no born the same way is cannot be a public because a wealthy king until Otimia. Mediama
or sponsors.
Most Paka. What's in the area? No one. I'm almost on a cinema. Takwa da mind waso na sinim nations kwamichi
again anya go there ya ka mind na ya so
it ya ka we nyina no
omu kan say the house ni hwe
house for capital house na corporate.
Okay, so if that's the case say omu nyet my ya
say house go so able to do why you able to do that. Yes sasa said then na house go are we delve deep into almost balance and how they are. The reason that they floated shares and our manto and will be far or you so I didn't know what I said. The choir and say whether send a worth and 730 sports something that we need to even establish. But because people were not buying, what do I do? They don't need to. They Anton. Ultimate board don't come. Ultimate board don't come. As a SAS force of shares on float to Ancasan. Copper, Sika, ma'am.
Shares in the scam.
Oh, Sika, oh, Copper, now we win him. Sika, ma'am. Cocoa have been not done it, don't come here, dear. So, no, I was a shares in my family, the SAS. What I say, but SAS, no, I don't think so. A tennis.
Kopa, let me put this one across.
Okay.
If Nations, Mediama, or whoever has been able to manage the situation, it shouldn't be a crowd to folk.
Okay.
And Yabeja to say Bibinye, Yabeja to say has a floaty shares, Yabeja to say Nina is from Toby. But the bottom line is that things at Hearts of Folk has not well been managed. Probably if it has been well managed, Kian Drew say, and you had some Kwane club, I meet me, I can say, or this situation. Samson and you have some Kwane club, and so I will suffer.
And we're looking at the change of MDs near it tells you there's a problem.
So the things has not been managed well in Accra to folk. That is the bottom line.
Okay.
If things had been managed well, probably Kayan caught back and Sankoka shares one set. At this time, in Accra to folk. Now you're making excuses as to why I ain't you a players a car. We are going back talking about shares. We are going back talking about sponsors in Hearts of Folk.
Politics are mismanagement.
Yet, and I'm a still you do this stage.
It can be. But me the minimum said, for example, Kotoko. Until recently, I took for a fight, you know. Some the players.
So understand as you feel say problem no a chance it started from somewhere. That is if I'm getting senior on Zoom say a chance Time we have been on fruity shells. It looks like say as who say because who say free time neighbor no. That's where the problem starts.
And do you supporters so
started 2009 and I took after the and supporters and top me kai wa obra penny samukui ebetra de ne de akyerɛ
so mukui so no dey show mukui na where say na what na me
ade 2009 no turn says
almost started so move fruit and my Titi Brothers
17 years me
and my Titi Brothers ebufu your kwati team Uncle T and Frank Nelson mo and then you tell me a walk a crack. It took it, yeah, no, then the company and said,
this is society. And
then the man has a sponsorship, then Vodafone and they tell us it was 6 million a month to go to 1 G issue. Oh, I'm a front now the SARS no baby SARS here already into Unjia. Has problem like to go after do. By on him into no can answer man.
I didn't say it's still but I am mismanagement.
I said yeah, no free say obaje has to folk no. Okay, 730 Sports Trade Center African World now we no. E be maniska. It who's a maniska. Ingenuity sketi ne financial advisors no. Omo man no first camp ko
born and say born.
They say 800,000. Yeah, 800,000. 8 billion.
And the generator. Some much the revenue ne basa and class no said you.
But mommy pick be two pebina. Asukra pa ona. There be move fight. I say press there no. And so na ke hia pa o. But say I say can discuss before here. I come say na senior near na sa discussions ne by into that. What say ko e betima kan wasa kra.
Say asem dey.
In chomite ya dey ato watch ne be kan wasa kra. Hello.
Ayemia. Kopa.